Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. Sorry, guys. A little out of it. Um, so I had a medical emergency on Thursday. Um, Basically, what happened is I went to a physical therapy appointment for my leg for my complex regional pain syndrome. And trying to find the pocket in this robe. Okay, I found it. By the way, I've been watching a lot of Peter Mon lately. He's been talking a lot about the struggles he's been having with lisinopril, which is a heart blood medication. I take valsartan for mine. And he said that a lot of the side effects that he's been experiencing, I have been experiencing too, such as the runny nose, the coughing, the tickle in the back of your throat, right? These are side effects, common side effects of heart blood pressure medications. So I went to my physical therapy appointment on Thursday, and I got through about 3 exercises. I already did a video on Facebook about this, but my YouTube audience is a completely different audience. So I'm just gonna give you a little update about what happened to me over the last couple of days. So I went to my appointment. I got through about 3 exercises. I did 5 minutes on the stationary bike. Then they put the slanted board out, so I have to do this calf stretch for 2 minutes, and then they have me on like the side of the walker thing. What's that called? Treadmill. And I use that as like a balance beam basically, and I just raise up on the balls of my feet for 20 times. The last three seemed to be very difficult, and all of a sudden I started passing out. I did not pass out, but I started passing out. And I said, I said to, I was trying to hold it in because that's how I am. I know that's not how you should be, but I was trying to just like push through and hold it in, but I realized I wasn't going to be able to do anything. So I hollered over to the physical therapist and I said, I don't feel good. I think I should lie down and have a heat wrap on my knee. And the lead physical therapist said, what are you feeling like? Is it like tunnel vision? I said, yeah, it feels like there's gray. I can't see my peripheral vision anymore, and it's very fuzzy in front of me. And I also started getting some brain fog as this was happening. So they sat me down in a chair, took my blood pressure. I was bottoming out. I was like 80 over 40. They called 911, and fortunately, like the fire department's like right across the street. So they came over, assessed me, put me in the ambulance, gave me an IV with saline, but they missed the vein. So I ended up with a big pocket of saline pooling under my skin. This is a comedy of errors. Um, and they pricked my finger, I guess, probably to try and tell if I was diabetic and if I had some sort of diabetic thing going on, which I do not. And that was fine. They bring me to the ER, and I was there for hours, hours and hours, because this incident happened around 2:15 on Thursday, and I was not transferred. I was admitted ultimately, but I was not transferred to a room until close to 10 o'clock at night. My mom, Champion, came and sat with me for most of that time. Also went and retrieved my car and put it in the hospital parking lot so when I did get discharged, I could drive home. Because that's been a problem in the past. Um, right, Unite here. Um, so, so my car was ready for me, but I had to spend the entire night with an IV in my arm that was very painful. I could not move my arm. Like you can't like take your earrings out when you need to. They did a CT scan on me. At least now, like when it's the upside of having to find out what's wrong with you in an emergency situation is they do so many tests on you that you find out, okay, cool, I do not have anything wrong with my chest. I do not have anything wrong with my head. I do not have any tumors. I do not have problems with my heart or any of my other internal organs. That is fantastic to have that kind of testing done because it doesn't normally happen, right? It doesn't normally happen. So, anyway, in an emergency situation, they do check you out. You get all those tests. And so, fortunately, I had like something better than a physical, which is fantastic. That's all taken care of. But when the blood work came back, um, I have a potassium deficiency. Now, you're supposed to score between 3.5 and 4.5 as a healthy potassium limit. I was at 2.1, which is considered fatal. So they put me on a drip all night, hoping to get me to 2.9 by the morning. They also gave me like some sort of shot that would prevent blood clots. And I was on the most uncomfortable hospital bed ever all night. And with this painful drip going into my arm for 8 hours. And then they continued with saline for a few hours after that. They continued taking my vitals. They were only able to get me up to 2.5. They gave me a couple more pills, like potassium supplements, and then observed me for a few more hours. And then they gave me a couple more pills. And I was there for 2 meals on Friday. I had breakfast and lunch in the hospital. Um, They gave me a couple more pills and discharged me and gave me a prescription for potassium supplements. So that's what I have to take going forward, and I have to eat more citrus fruit. So I can control this through diet. But one disturbing thing that the ER doc told me, because he's able to tap into my Kaiser records, is that I've actually been scoring low for a couple of years, and my primary care physician never told me and never did anything about it. She never said, hey, by the way, you should be taking potassium supplements because your score is not within healthy range. I apparently tested 3.1 in January. Nobody told me what that means, whether I should be concerned about it. So hold your doctors accountable, everybody, for explaining the results of things, because I always had assumed that if something was wrong, she would call me and give me treatment for it. Tell me, hey, you got to take this, or you got to change your diet, or So now my boyfriend kindly bought me, he came over and took care of me yesterday, helped me get my prescription, took me to dinner so that I could have some food, and bought me 2 big jugs of pineapple juice and orange juice, which is high in potassium, both of them. If you're taking a blood pressure medicine, um, make sure that you're aware of all the side effects because that's apparently a side effect. And my primary care physician should have known that. She should have known that. I was bottoming out, and it's not like it was the first time. When I went in for a visit to Kaiser to get my flu shot and my Depo Provera shot in October, I also was bottoming out. And they're like, well, let's just take a few more readings. Um, I had a near fatal incident, and I had no idea how close to death I was. So please understand the side effects of your medicines and make sure that your physician is on top of your blood readings. I have started, pounding the juice that my boyfriend bought me, and I'm taking the supplements that they've given me, and hopefully I can bring my potassium level back up to normal range. But as it stands right now, I can only assume I'm still in the danger zone. So, be well out there, you guys, and make sure you have good communications with your doctors. Have a happy Saturday. I'm sorry if I'm being Debbie Downer. My boyfriend loves to make me. We've watched some of my videos back together, and he loves to, whenever I jump in with commentary, he loves to go, wah, wah. That's our running joke, is that I'm Debbie Downer on these videos. Well, maybe that's true, but at least it is transformative content, right? Because you can't just like repeat somebody else's stuff. You can't just be like, did he just say this? Like, and have no commentary. Anyway, we were laughing about that last night. But yes, in regards to the hospital bed, my back has been throbbing today because I was in an uncomfortable position for from like 10 o'clock to about noon, or maybe a little later, like 12:30 yesterday. And so now my entire back, but mostly my lower back, is throbbing. Hi, Deborah. How are you doing? Do you have any good plans for Saturday? I don't usually do long live streams because I'm a little shy that way. Anyway, I'm gonna watch some videos and see if there's anything I can do commentary on. I almost passed out. Well, you know what? When I conclude this, you can watch it back. It'll be in the latest politics and karaoke playlist. It'll be at the very bottom, and you can watch back like everything that happened. But I'm going to chill out today and probably put a heat pad on my back. Um, it wasn't fun, I'll tell you that much, and I'm a little spooked, and I'm just going to be downing a lot of citrus right now so that I can get potassium in my body. All right, well, y'all have a happy Saturday, and it's nice to see you, Deborah. Um, and I hope you all take care. Okay.